Yo, certain boxing fans, y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta stop being emotional. It seems like y'all forgot what type of sport y'all tuning into. Y'all viewing. Y'all interested in. Boxing is a everything goes type of sport. It's not the MLB, it's not the NBA, it's not the NHL. You could say whatever and do whatever. At the end of the day, the fans is going to want to see a fight. Do you understand that? Now, ladies and gentlemen, in everything, there's an evolution. You know what I'm saying? And let me give you an example. You see the thumbnail. Racism sells. Do I like it? That racism sells? No, of course not. Do you like it? Probably most of you don't. Yet, in the end of the day, that is a formula. That's a business model that works in the sport of boxing. All right? I'm going to give you an example. What was the biggest fight, the richest fight in boxing history? Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao. Do y'all remember what Floyd Mayweather said? Because I understand that a lot of people is like, yo, you heard what Teofimo Lopez is saying? Oh, that's racist. Keyshawn and Tank and Bud shouldn't give him a fight. Do you remember the richest fight in the history of the sport of boxing? Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather, right? Well, leading up to that type of rich fight, let me take you back to memories lane and tell you what Floyd Mayweather had to say about Manny Pacquiao. All right, let's read this. Let me see if it sounds familiar. And if you the type of fan that when you heard Floyd Mayweather said this, you're like, Manny Pacquiao better not give Floyd Mayweather an opportunity. Manny Pacquiao better not fight Floyd Mayweather because he said this and this and that. All right, this is Floyd Mayweather. I'm on vacation for about a year. About a year, Mayweather said. As soon as we come off vacation, we're going to cook the little yellow chump. We ain't worried about that. So they ain't got to worry about me fighting the midget. Once I kick the midget's ass, I don't want you all to jump on my D. So you all better get on the bandwagon now. Once I stomp on the midget, I'll make that mother effer make me a sushi roll, cook me some rice. Now, let's see what Teofimo Lopez referred to certain fighters. The banana. When they asked him, who you want to fight first? Gervonta Davis or Bud Crawford? He said, whichever monkey want to eat the banana. Recently, he was laughing with a banana and looking at Keyshawn Davis' press conference with Dennis Baranchik. Yo, it's racist. Yo, it's racist. Even Keyshawn Davis did an IG live and said, you know what? Just for him being a racist, I don't even want to give him a fight. I'm not going to put $1 million in your pocket. If Manny Pacquiao would have said that, what y'all would have said? See, because, ladies and gentlemen, the history of the sport of boxing is not about you liking it. It's not about us liking what he's saying or disliking it or supporting or not supporting or enable or not enable. Is the nature of the sport. Is the toxic of the sport that keeps rolling in the dollars. And just like people have taken the formula of Muhammad Ali's trash talk. You remember the gorilla in Manila? Just like the best trash talk in the history of sports is Muhammad Ali. People didn't like Muhammad Ali. People wanted Muhammad Ali to get his butt whooped, right? Let's go even back further. The Jack Johnson days. You don't think there was racism back then? And the reason why people wanted Jack Johnson to lose? The reason why people wanted Muhammad Ali to lose, the reason why people wanted Floyd Mayweather to lose, the reason why you want somebody to kick Teofimo Lopez behind. He's following a business model that unfortunately works. Just like just like how many times we say, oh man, the Mayweather era, the zero, the hiding behind the zero, saving your old era. That's the Floyd Mayweather. That's the evolution of fighters, right? Today that they're trying to save their old, right? Very defensive. When Pretty Boy became Money Man, because I already know Pretty Boy Floyd was the man, right? But of course he got old, they got brittle hands, then he started to be a more defensive fighter and stuff like that, and people were saying was boring. And then that boring, some people be like, hey, yo, Shakur Stevenson is man boring, yo. But it won some fights. See, there was an Ali era. There's a Mike Tyson era. Mike Tyson, like I said in the other video, what he said about Lennox Lewis. Look at all the crazy stuff. Mike Tyson said. What about when I said in my other video, Bernard Hopkins, when he dropped the Puerto Rican flag and stuff like that to entice the fight, not entice the fight, but to sell the fight of the Tito Trinidad. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not about liking, but if you're going to be in this sport, you got to understand this sport. It's not about you being emotional. It's either you're going to be the fan that be like, I don't like this dude and I want my guy or this guy to beat the crap out of this guy because of the things that he said. Do you understand? Like, some of y'all now, I don't understand this new community of fan bases. It look like y'all forgot what type of sport y'all in. Why y'all forgetting what type of sport y'all in? Bernard Hopkins. Hey, yo, I'll never lose to a white boy. Anthony Durrell, I'll never lose to a white boy. And then what Caleb Plant did to him. Devin Haney, I'll never lose to a white boy. You know what I'm saying? Even that back then, if y'all check out the video and stuff like that, yo, Devin Haney, you saying that could bring back the Elementer and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Even I say, yo, we don't need it in the sport of boxing. But then I had to be like, you know what? This is the sport of boxing. And especially when I created my channel, when people kept on, I tried to be like, nah, we're one race. Let's unite. We're brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. But then I also forget what I'm saying. I'm saying that in a sport that is not created like that. The boxing world is like the penitentiary and the cafeteria, bro. The blacks, the whites, Latinos, and stuff like that. And yes, sometimes they mingle with each other, but when it's all said and done, it's a divide. Floyd Mayweather wearing the sombrero to fight Oscar de la Hoya. Ladies and gentlemen, even amongst the culture, there is the differences. Let's not forget what Oscar de la Hoya for Julio Cesar Chavez. You're not the real Mexican. You're the real Mexican, you're not the real Mexican. Chicano, Mexicano, they'll go back and forth. Right? Even within the culture. Even, let me tell you an example. Keyshawn Davis was calling Gervonta Davis light skin. Almost saying like, yo, you're not the original black man. You're light skin, you're mixed. Back then, for people to call a guy light skin, you gotta understand that when the black person is light skinned, right, in America and stuff like that, then you gotta look at the origin. There's gotta be somebody white in that tree, in that family tree, to bring that type of probably skin, right? There's hate within that respective culture, a Latino culture, a Asian culture, even Middle East. Yo, Serbia, Bosnia. What happened to Yugoslavia? Is that white on white crime? There's black on black crime. There's black on Latino crime, Latino on black crime, white on black crime, white on white crime, white on black. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to, and I don't even like playing with the coloring book and stuff like that, because at the end of the day, I do what I truly feel as that we are brothers and sisters, sons and daughters of the Most High. That we're one race, the human race, and what makes us different is our cultural differences, in which is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when we all could adopt the culture. When we all go to different type of restaurant, taste the food. Oh yeah, I like Chinese food. I like Korean food. I like Thai food. I like Jamaican food. I like, you know what I'm saying, Italian food. When we travel all around the world, it's the beauty of it. But when it comes to the sport of boxing, when there's a business model that works and there's a blueprint that works, this is why Floyd Mayweather, look at his mansion. Look at his mansions, his cars, his lifestyle, everything, all the things that he's investment. How you think he got that? By being nice? How you think Muhammad Ali became the greatest? By being nice? Now it's by being that slick mouth talk outside of the ring and do your thing in the ring. And if that works, if that's the blueprint, what you think Teofimo Lopez or others is going to say? They're going to go to the blueprint that works, that maximizes the dollars. Just like in every business, if you in a business, I'm in a business, you're going to do what you feel is best to maximize your dollars. And if you already hate it, why not just create that villain, just like Mike Tyson did after prison, just like Floyd Mayweather did, just like Muhammad Ali did. Not everybody gonna be Manny Pacquiao. But you're going to need a Manny Pacquiao because you're going to need the baby face or the good guy. So the villain versus the good guy is always the selling pitch. Yo, but see, and then there's going to be some dumb folks in the comment and be like, oh, so you trying to enable, you trying to support what Teofimo Lopez? No, you dummy, listen up. It's not about Liking or disliking is understanding the nature of the sport of boxing is like none other sport in the history of all sports. The blueprint has already been printed. The blueprint and the green print. So yeah, Floyd Mayweather is the green print. Well, guess what? It has that type of trash talking, that type of energy, that toxic energy to make it the green print. Not what he only does in the ring. But what he says to entice a fight, promote a fight, make a bunch of Filipinos mad to the point where they're going to pay that $100 pay-per-view. Do you understand? The nature is the disrespect. The disrespect for so much that you feel that is a disrespect to you, to the point you want this fighter to get beat up by this fighter because of the disrespect. So when Teofimo Lopez fights a Richardson Hitchens and a Keyshawn Davis or Gervonta Davis or a brother, you're going to want that brother to rip the racial slur out of his damn tongue with a punch. And then you know what they're going to do? Well, most fighter, 99% of the fighter does after the fight. They're going to dap each other. They're going to hug each other. Good-ish champ. That's what you see in boxing. Just like Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao hugged it out. Just like Mike Tyson kissed Lennox Lewis in the cheeks. We've been knowing each other. We've been friends since we was 15 years old. It's boxing. You guys are getting caught up. And all I'm being the guy is relax, chill out. You don't got to enjoy what's being said, but you got to understand why things are being said. There's a blueprint in place. Some people want to follow the blueprint. There's boxers that be like, I don't got to do all that to sell. I don't got to do that. I don't got to do that. And guess what? Sometimes they don't become that type of star. Maybe if Andre Ward would have talked a lot, he probably would have been bigger. Maybe if Terence Crawford would have talked more, he would have been a bigger star. Because in America is a toxic community in America. Americanized Latinos and Black America, it is what people just see these fighters as villains. The most hated fighters in the sport of boxing is the American fighters. Teo, Shakur, Devin, Tank. I think the most loved American fighter is probably Bam Rodriguez. Hey, look what the certain Mexican fans did to David Benavidez. They said that David Benavidez is not real Mexican, just to justify why Canelo Alvarez haven't fought David Benavidez. When Canelo Alvarez said that he wouldn't fight Mexican fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the sport of boxing. Shout out to Roger Mayweather. Remember, he was wearing the sombrero. The Mexicutioner. What's that supposed to mean? What does the Mexicutioner means? No, it's not racist. But are they really racist? No. Was Floyd Mayweather racist? No. T.O.? No. He's making you believe that. So you can understand, so you could have that type of feeling. He needs to disrespect for you to hate him so you could buy it and you could view it and it is what it is. But that's just I hope I will y'all back into being a boxing fan or understanding what boxing is all about. That's the dirty, that's the toxic, that's the nature of the sport. It's a beautiful art, but there's a dirty art to sell and to entice a fight and to create a brand and a character. It is what it is.